Hello, this is James Cox. This is my physical diorama. Start off, I'll just give a quick overall of the whole thing. This is the car park. It would have taken ages to build each car individually, so that's the only really bit I've skipped out on. So where it's labelled cars, they're cars. In between this bit here, that's like walkway. These two things here are the ticket booths from well, when you enter a carnival or a theme park or whatever. That there is a jumpable wall, and same on the other side, but you can't get to that one. Then all these little rectangle blocks are stalls that you'd expect to see in a theme park or a carnival. So candy floss stands, bottled throws, there's things where you get the little rifles and you shoot the targets. This building over here is the Tunnel of Love, which will be a later level. This building over here is the Haunted House, which is also a further playable level. And same again, this is another level which would be the Freak Show. Then we've got a Ferris wheel over here, which was quite complicated to make, so I ended up giving up on that one. That's more just for visual aesthetics, maybe the character can ride in it. But and this here is the Big Top, which is the final level, and the main objective is to get in there really to stop the evil happenings. This little guy here is Marvin the Mime. He'll be the character the player plays as. And let's get started on the level. So he starts here, coming in for work. When he finds, oh no, his route into the carnival is blocked, so he's forced to navigate the car park, which in turn is a brief tutorial for the player to learn how to move. He gets to this jumpable wall over here, has to jump across that, back over there, jump over there, and he gets to the ticket booths. Once there, he gets instructed that his shift's about to start and he needs to go to the Big Top. So he goes through all the stalls. There'll be loads of people around there, just visitors, carnies, clowns, whatever you like. He gets there to the Big Top, to the entrance, and that's where the first cutscene begins. And if you read the narrative, you'll see that burst of evil energy comes out of there, and Marvin the Mime gets thrown and ends up there with a big hulking strongman thrown on top of him, which protects him from the evil mutations and is the reason why he's the only one in the park who isn't mutated. So the first challenge he faces, and at this point is where he unlocks his powers. Because of getting struck by the initial blast, he's mutated a little bit, but not enough to turn into a bloodthirsty zombie like everyone else. So the first challenge you'll find is around here, where there's, if you look on the level plan, you'll see that there's several strongmen patrols. Now strongmen, because they're extremely strong, mutate in a sort of tank way from Left 4 Dead, and so as soon as they see you they just crush you, and before your powers are upgraded you just can't kill them at all. So the only way to avoid them is to use your hide power, which is the invisible wall, and avoid their gaze and slowly sneak past them. Once you get past them, the mime will be over here. And from that point he then has to fight an endless swarm of just carnies, visitors, clowns, whatever you want to call them, just standard zombie type creatures, to escape the park, because I don't know about you, but if I was in a theme park full of zombies I'd want to get out of there. So he's battling his way through there until he gets to the entrance, at which point he realises that the evil energy that was thrown out of the Big Top is blocking his route, and there's no way out of the park at all because it's made a big force field around the whole thing. At which point another beam of energy shoots out of the several beams of energy shoot out of the Big Top, one to this building over here, which was the Freak Show, one to the Haunted House, one to the Tunnel of Love, and finally one to this stall over here. So the evil beam of energy hits this stall over here, which happens to be one of those bottle throw stands where you throw the balls at the bottles to knock them down, and that last one mutates into this bad boy here, which is just a mutated bottle stand basically. And so while all the normal zombies are respawning around here, Marvin is then forced to battle him, and basically he'll throw these balls at Marvin in turn, one blue, one red, one blue, one red, and Marvin has to either avoid the red balls, which just explode on impact, or repel the blue balls with his invisible wall and knock down the bottles, I didn't have 3, but there's going to be one in the middle as well, but the bottles that are in his mouth, and once all the bottle stands have been knocked over, as you would hope to do in a actual bottle stand game, the guy dies. And once that's done, level 1 is semi over, but this then turns into the lobby for the remainder of the game. So each one of these 3 can be done in any order. They're not harder or easier than any of the others, but the player then goes through and does the Haunted House, the Tunnel of Love and the Freak Show, and once they're done and all the beams that have shot out of the evil Big Top have been destroyed, the Big Top can then be accessed. The player then goes into the Big Top, does that level, and then the evil has been destroyed and Marvin can escape and go home to his mime children. So yeah, that's my level.